Hey everybody. Hello there, Snake. Oh, wait. Is is Discord not working for me now? No, wait. Microphone's online. Discord is online. Alrighty. Um yes, so hello everybody. Welcome to the Born Gosu versus Team Diary. Team Diary game. Um we should be starting off really soon. Just need to be sure to get into the channels to get these games going on. I should be joined by Snake.
Hello there.
Hey Snake, how's it going?
Oh, fine. Do tell me if I start cutting off,
Okay.
because it's Discord related and not like on my end, so I'll just restart.
I sent you the link to the chat that you need to join, just so you're available for the people creating the lobbies.
BG versus DAE, right?
Yeah,
Wait, I need to leave one channel first.
doesn't matter.
No, because it matters because you have unlimited number of channels you can join.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's going well. I played some ladder before this, just to get into StarCraft again a bit. Was fun.
Did you hit diamond?
No, I lost like the first 5 games, or something. The first ones were like all cheese, so obviously I just lost because,
Cheese.
yeah. And then later, like some dude in chat started giving me like some tips. Honestly, I was doing the same thing that I used to do before, like, but now it seems that after some patches, some stuff changed, like the build order for Zerg.
Okay.
So now I'm like doing much better than before.
Okay, we have Rook for our team, and it is Tabiv.
Tabiv.
Tabiv. It's a TVT. This game's on King's Cove.
TVTs are our favorite.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, we're ready.
Very much so. Oh boy, game number one. Oh wait, Tabiv is Protoss. Okay. Need to
Oh,
change that.
yeah.
It's alright, so it's gotta be a TVP then.
Good luck and have fun, players.
Alright. Loading into game number one of week 5, I believe, of Unitas. I think it's week 5. It might even be week 6. Because there was a bye week and one team gave up after the first day, so the games did not count. Yeah, that was just. I mean, you always find some teams that just do not feel the need to compete, or they may realize that they're not ready for this. But of course, Born Gosu going really strong in Europe. All right, and we'll see how they face off against Team Day. Let's just call them Team Day. In the top left, we have from Born Gosu, it is Rook. And in the bottom right, we have the Protoss from Team Day, it is Tabiv. Oh wow. That's a very early SCV.
Yeah, sneaky SCV. I believe it's. I think the team name was Dairy or something.
Yeah, dairy. I don't know. Uh,
Obviously not a vegan team.
yeah, but I don't know. No idea where this team comes from. We don't even have an image for their team, as their Wikipedia page does not even exist.
Well, it is a new team then, and we will see how they do in this tournament.
Yeah, so there we go. Tabib sees that there is no barracks there.
Well,
He does not scout any further. He only checked that there
yeah,
is no barracks and he's retreating.
the barracks could be further in. I mean, he didn't even check, so
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, it could have been a fake proxy. Plus, you do want to see how many gases Rook has taken.
Well, he's turning back.
Yeah, he realizes that he needs to make sure that I don't know, is he gonna be checking now, or is he just gonna be waiting to see if a command center goes down?
He's just gonna have a peep, but so far the probe is AFK,
Yeah,
waiting for expansion.
Rook also sent his SCV to scout around a bit just to see if there was maybe a proxy, some proxy pylons. There we go. Tabib sends in this probe to the mineral line, sees the double gas, but behind that we already see a factory going down for Rook. I'm guessing.
Is that a normal position for the proxy barracks? It's quite far away.
Well, it is quite far away, but it's also safe, and I believe this is gonna. Oh wait, reactors. So, what is he gonna be making out of this?
I assume he will switch
Nah, but
factory with.
yeah,
No?
but I mean, Hellions, Widow Mines. Because I was thinking that potentially he would be going. Okay, so he's getting the tech lab, so he's gonna be
Oh
doing.
no.
So it's gonna be Marines and Cyclones.
Going for the early aggression push.
And there we go, and a starport. He's building his entire industry outside of his base.
Offshore industry, boys. Let's go.
Very much. So yeah, I was looking at the team scores so far through the Nidus U season, and Born Gosu is up 3-0, while Team Dairy is so far 0-3. So this is very much a top versus bottom game.
Yeah. They are the underdogs, as one could say.
Well, they are
Team Dairy.
yeah, they are a very new team, so it feels very much that this might be, their first league. They do not have a Wikipedia page to even check what kind of leagues they compete in, and I have not seen them before. So, interesting. Cyclone going back.
Cyclone 2 shots the probe.
Is he so I'm guessing he's going to be moving the Cyclone to, I don't know. Okay, I was thinking he's moving the Cyclone to potentially defend against any kind of like small aggression. Maybe up to Tabib was going for a Oracle play. But no, so far he's just getting a Cyclone, has a tank out, has a Liberator out. This is a very interesting army. But behind that, okay, so a shield battery going down with some stalkers, and an Immortal is gonna be. An Immortal is out already, right? Right? No,
Not yet.
no wait, the Robo's not even done yet.
Yeah, so far, the Protoss player is leading in probes.
Yeah, but that's to be expected considering the Protoss is expanding while Rook is just building his army across the map.
Yeah, it seems he's going to go for a push. He even has a Liberator to, to just go on the mineral line and distract. All his main army distracts. Yeah. Which is a really good play.
Oh, and two Liberators, 2 tanks. This is a very strong army. He's pulling SCVs as well. So
this is a nice push. You can see he's been practicing. This is well thought out. 5 minutes 30 should hit just at the right timing.
Very much, and it does. Yeah, he scans to see what Tabib has, and there's just not enough. He's building observers. Does not have Immortal even on the way. Tabib is playing like a standard Protoss game. Oh, loses the Cyclone. That sucks. But the tanks, the Liberators, slowly moving forward. Yeah,
One tank unsieged. The others, though, firing away.
trying to get through to the that, but there's just he needs
Yeah,
to
there's
not lose
not
his
enough.
Marines though. He needs not to lose the Marines versus the Stalkers. Slowly moving the tanks forward, sieging up the Liberators as he goes. He is going to be taking down this expansion.
Yeah, it would seem he didn't even use the Liberators as a distraction to take out the mineral line. He's just using it to defend his own units, although it wouldn't work against Stalkers as they are ranged.
Oh wow, he did not take down the expansion, but there's just okay. So if Rook continues moving on like this, he's gonna be in a very good position. His tanks leapfrogging forward, Liberators covering the tanks.
Tank line moving forward, blasting away to the front line of the Stalkers. One Immortal is amongst the Stalkers, though not enough to make a difference. As yeah, I guess the
Oh
Liberator's still work against the Stalkers. He just went into the range and just got destroyed.
yeah,
Second Immortal pops in, not gonna change much. Would seem this is game. A very strong push from Rook.
yeah. I feel it's really weird that Tabib saw that there was nothing building in Rook's base, and he still went with a very standard Protoss opener because he was just not ready for this at all. And GG,
GG.
Rook takes game number 1. Very decisive win here.
Yeah, very nice timing. 5:30, as all timings should be. No, most timings.
Yeah, it was very much on time. But I don't know. I feel Tabib's choice for with not going not going for a I don't know, just he was just not prepared for a proxy play. All right, we'll see who Team Dairy sends in next.
Yeah, didn't seem like there was much resistance from the Protoss player.
We do have to see you know how good their players are because look, I mean yes, they are at the bottom of the bracket for EU. Uh, but they still have a chance to you know, maybe get some games. But going up against the strongest team in EU right now, I just really don't know how that's gonna go for them.
Um, I got dropped from the lobby, but I'll assume I'll get an invite.
What do you mean lobby? There's no lobby yet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Daestra. Dairy Daestra. Look at all these names.
Yeah, just need to make sure that the just need to check out what the race is of the player. He's away right now though, and it looks like it's gonna be another Protoss. Hmm. Oh, there we go. He's available now. So yeah, we are gonna be most likely getting into the game very soon. Map's already selected. Players both should be here.
Well, if it is Protoss, let's hope we see something different.
Yeah, I doubt Rook is going to be doing another cheesy play, but this can very much lead to their team thinking that, well, okay, so this guy's going to be cheesing again. Let's play anti-cheese. While behind this, Rook is just going to bring out his macro game.
Yeah, maybe now Dairy will cheese themselves.
Okay.
Oh, what happened? Sorry,
You
I didn't
dropped?
actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Alright, okay, there we go.
yeah. Thanks.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, it seems like another Protoss.
Bless you.
No, that was a cough.
Still, you know. Alright, okay, we are ready here, but I'm guessing they are still, maybe they're trying to get as much time in to talk strategy as they can. Trying to get some of those wins in.
Gotta boost that morale.
Oh yeah, I mean, this team is not so far down that they would be considered a weak team. They have not gotten any wins, but meaning they are 0-3. Their map score is only -4, so they only lost I believe one game 2-4. Well, the other games would have been 3-4s.
Oh, okay.
So it is very much expected when you go into these games in Nidus and other similar leagues that you are going to be losing in by one map. So it does go down to the final player. All right.
All right, let's go.
Ooh, well, we'll see if Daystra can turn this around and take a game against Rook.
Well, Rook looked pretty strong in the first game.
Yeah, I mean, pulling out some really good plays there. I think the choice of the previous Protoss of not to react might have been a bad one, but we'll see how Daystra turns this around. So getting into the game, game number 2 is on Amatrin. In the bottom left, we have Daystra. And in the top right, we have Born Gosu's Rook. Rook currently up one game against the other team, but one game hasn't won a tournament yet. So we'll have to see what happens. Is this normal probe timing to be sending out?
Both players sending out their workers quite early.
Oh yeah, wow. Okay, so Rook is fake proxying. There we go.
Yeah. The reverse psychology memes are happening.
Yeah, so we'll have to see how Daystar responds to this. All right, he goes in. He goes in. He sees that there is no barracks. He sees the double gas. If he was paying attention during the last game, he knows that Rook went with a proxy here. So
Yeah.
oh, there we go. You see the probes already going to the top above the. They're scouting for the proxy.
Yeah, 2 probes in fact. So far,
So
3 probes on the map looking for something.
yeah, but behind that, Rook, he's not proxying. He just real estate is cheaper outside of your main, but it's kind of it's good enough to transfer your billing back afterwards. We'll see. I doubt he's gonna commit any more outside of his base. Yeah, we already have a
Yeah.
factory going down in the main.
I think it's already working. I mean, 3 probes on the map at this point is a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, and at the same time, no expansion is still going down for Daystra. But he's not actually making any more units, so I'm guessing he's waiting for the Cybercore to start making stalkers. But actually, if the Reaper had gone in,
Reaper goes in.
yeah, but the Reaper
His
went.
own base.
Yeah, but if the Reaper had went into the base of the Protoss, it would have gotten quite a lot of damage, considering the stalkers are really far behind.
Yeah. We'll see how the Protoss reacts from now on. He is making some army units, but
Also, the Protoss seems to have walled off the ledge there, but there is a side ledge that Reapers can jump on. So
yeah, obviously.
I would be expecting that is kind of the spot that you would want to be blocking off just to stop the Reapers from jumping in. But we'll have to see what goes down. Rook already almost halfway done with his command center. And there we go. Daystra dropping his Nexus. Both players going into a macro game. Rook pumping out those Cyclones. We are probably going to be seeing some of his battle mech play.
3 stalkers on the map. Not much else. A Cyclone. A Reaper.
Ooh, the SCV scout, but I believe he see. Wait, did he see? He did not see the Nexus, but he sees the pylon. So
Yeah, if there's a battery, I mean, if there's a pylon, obviously there will be a Nexus.
oh, and there we go. The Reaper gets into the main. And
interesting. The Reaper not. Oh, the Reaper gets sandwiched in.
Oof.
Dies.
Yeah, that was a bit of a misplay from Rook. He sent his Reaper on a move command, got it between the minerals, and just got stuck.
Yeah, the stalkers were quite far away, so he could have had a few probes, but oh well.
Yeah, very
Can't
much.
be perfect every time.
Yeah. Let's see. So an Oracle coming out for Daystra, but the Cyclones can make quick work of those Oracles.
Is the Widowmine also an anti-Oracle measure?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, that's exactly it. He's positioning it in a way that it is maybe not the best positioning, as it's very one-sided, but it should catch any Protoss who sends in their Oracle and do not react fast enough.
All right, Oracle already moving.
Yeah.
Rook amassing some more units.
Well, we'll have to see where the Oracle hits. It looks like it's gonna takes down that SCV, but flies right into the Widowmine.
Yeah.
Only one SCV down. Very good for Rook here.
Yeah, Rook was prepared for that completely.
Yeah. Well, it is one of the things that his Reaper did see was the Stargate, so he was expecting the he was expecting the.
Yeah, but you know the Oracle could have went through the other side maybe where the Widowmine was not.
Yeah, that was
burrowed, so that was like a very visionary play from him. The Oracle went exactly there. That was nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you are kind of expecting in this situation the Oracle to come in from the left side of the map.
Yeah, if he just clicks on it and sends it straight through, yeah, it does go there. So.
Ooh, those random SCVs out on the map. What is happening there? Did Rook accidentally rally some of his SCVs across the map?
I don't believe so.
Weird scouting play, but okay.
Maybe it was just scouting. Stim pack finished.
+1 as well, and combat shields on the way. So Rook is looking to move out with his army, probably with the combat shields.
Yeah, not mech though.
No, he's going full on bio, but oddly enough, again, there we go. His SCV is just sitting idly near the barracks, and
but the weird base placement, the sneaky secret third by the Protoss player. Interesting.
Well, it's a risky play there, and he canceled that. He heard you. He heard you. Realized, oh my God, they saw that. Okay, wow. The probe.
I think he canceled it because he knows the attack is coming. That's why he canceled it, most likely to spend all his resources on the reinforcing the army that he has.
Yeah. All right, so combat shields about to be finished.
Marines are coming in contact with the army.
Oh, and the SCVs
just trying to get into the fight, being really ballsy. However, they are not combat units; they are workers. The batteries are not finishing. Oh, one dies, one might finish. Siege tank slowly chipping away, and the battery dies.
Oh, we'll have
interesting. The Protoss player sends. Oh no, he doesn't send them.
and takes a Widow Mine hit
Tries
to the
clearing
face.
out Rook's army, but that is not a good play.
Yeah, the
He
shield
was
battery
way
is
too
out of
aggressive. He
energy
should
right
just
now.
defend.
But I think he's gonna hold Rook's attack. There's just not that much left for Rook here. Oh, but a new siege tank rolling in. Reinforcements slowly trickling in, but the Immortals take that
Oh
siege
yeah, the
tank before
Immortals
it
make
gets a
quick
shot
work
out.
of the units.
Yeah, there's just nothing left for Rook here. He needs to retreat, regroup, and
It's really hard to attack on shield batteries. So especially when there's two Immortals and Adepts out of everything who really easily kill Marines.
yeah,
Maybe not the best attack.
I think
But the Protoss player goes for the third sneaky expansion again,
I
as
think
well as going for an attack.
yeah, I think one of the big things is that a lot of Terran units move at very different speeds. So Rook's army was slowly trickling in. He should have waited more for his entire army to clump up before going in, rather than letting in a few Marines and a Cyclone first, then the tanks go in, then other units. It was just a very split army to begin with.
Yeah, he also attacked the natural, and I don't believe he checked for a third. So that was also weird,
Yeah, well,
as you would expect the natural to be reinforced like that.
yeah, and at the same time, you should be wondering, where's the Protoss third? Okay, so now, okay, so did he see the expansion? He did not see the third, but he, yeah, that Liberator denying the mining a bit, gets a probe kill, gets out.
Yeah, Rook's vision so far hasn't been very informative. I don't believe he even sees that second base. He does see now that. Wait,
Yeah, he saw the
he
Nexus
saw the
on.
fourth, but does he think that it's the third? He probably thinks it's the third base.
Yeah, it's almost. I mean, of course he thinks it's the third because. Oh wait, no, that Liberator did not go to the corner. Wow, if that Liberator had went over there, it could have just denied mining there completely. But no vision yet, so he's assuming that this is just a really late third base.
Yeah, and that might be problematic.
Yeah, well, both players fairly even in both economies, but the army supply does go in Rook's favor, and it is mainly combat units. There are very few medevacs there. Oh, a cannon coming out from Daystra.
Yeah, so far Daystra has had vision with the Observer. Liberator goes down, sadly. Psionic Storm being researched. Good play against Bio. Good upgrade.
Yeah, very much. And let's see, Rook so far just sitting on +1/+1. Does he have an armory even for a +2? I do not. No, I don't think he has an armory, so he's gonna be stuck on +1 for quite some time now.
Oh, the Protoss getting all the upgrades against Bio. This is going to be a really strong army composition from the Protoss player, I think. Because he has Adepts with upgrades, he has a few Zealots, some Immortals, which easily deal with the tanks.
Yeah, and at the same time, +1/+1 to match Rook's +1.
Okay, so
+1.
Rook sends the drop to the so-called third.
And okay, but he's gonna take this third out. But
yeah, he's gonna take the fourth base out, but sadly.
He also sieged up his Liberator over there, at the expected fourth, I guess, or third, whatever you guys wanna call it. But like he scanned only after he sieged it up, and now he's thinking, wait, why is there nothing here?
I mean, so far that sneaky base is working out really well for Daystra.
Oh yeah, very much. Like Rook still does not have any information about it. Daystra does not make the mistake of sending probes across the map in case Rook would see them. But there we go. Rook is moving out, is in vision of those observers though.
Rook is leading the army supply, but
not by much, and the upgrades do favor. The upgrades do favor Daystra. Does he? How many High Templar he has? He has enough.
For Storm going out, some tanks hitting the Protoss units. Not much of a bigger clash though.
Yeah, he's fighting an uphill battle here. His tanks are really spread out, unsieged as well. Yeah, he can't chase this with that clump. He's just taking so much
Yeah,
damage from the
this
storms.
Psionic Storm is really good against repelling this kind of aggression. And it would seem that the reinforcements of Rook are not moving in. Not yet, anyway, so there's not much point to be there right now.
All right, well, a drop is going out to the main most likely, but there is quite enough defenses. Like the Stalkers do take out the Liberator that was going in, so
Yeah.
yeah, he's not going to be sending the drop in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
Rook is thinking about where to drop.
a flank going in on those tanks.
Oh, that flank.
Rook,
Storm is going out.
yeah, Rook
It
is
would seem
losing
that
this
the
army.
Protoss player will clean up, this army out. Meanwhile, the drop is happening on the natural of the Protoss player.
Yeah, but he needs to
Takes out
focus.
something, but not much. Will he
Nah,
escape?
yeah, he's gonna
He will.
escape, but all he took down was a pylon and the shield battery.
While losing his main army in the process.
Yeah, so that's
So now the supply is even, and yeah.
Actually, Daestra has so few workers considering he's on 4 bases right now, but the army is moving out.
Yeah, he's gonna move out now. There is a planetary, but... Huh, interesting.
Oh wow.
Not quite committing to that attack. The units were split there.
Daestra takes out
Rook.
Rook's medevacs full of units when they were coming back from the
Oh,
base.
nice.
That's why the supply just dropped for Rook.
Okay, now the Protoss player is committing fully to this attack. He's going to take out that third base, and this could be fatal for Rook. As it is 2 bases versus 4 now. And the worker count has been leveraged equally.
Yeah, I don't know how Rook's gonna come back. We already see +3 ground attack coming out for Protoss, while only now Rook's starting to do his +2.
Yeah, bio balls are weak against this type of army, so
Yeah, and Rook is just really behind in upgrades now, and I think he's gonna be very interested to see that there was actually an extra base for Daestra after the game,
yeah,
because
he
that
still hasn't seen it. So
yeah,
if he
and
checks
that
the replay, he will be like, "Oh man, that's nasty."
yeah, and that's a big factor here. Also, Rook does not seem to be bothered by the fact that he could potentially be in observer range at all times, as he is not really making
Yeah, he's
any.
not scanning his own units or his own bases.
I mean, not even a Raven, not even some random turrets.
Wouldn't a sensor tower technically see an observer? I'm not sure. I don't really play that much.
No,
No?
I don't think sensor towers do. I don't think sensor towers see cloaked units.
Wouldn't it be like a ping? Oh, okay.
No,
I mean, not just see, but like a ping, you know, on the... You see.
all right, so Daestra going in on.
Look at that adept blocking the base of Rook. That's some nice BM right there. He's going to fly to the other base. He's going to realize what's been happening this whole game.
Oh
He's
my
going
god.
to reveal to himself the bamboozles.
Oh wow,
Oh my god.
this reminds me last game when the Terran they were trying to land on the base, and yeah, there we go. Now he sees the base.
Yeah, now Rook is thinking, oh dear god, what have I done?
Yeah, and he can see that the mineral patches are much smaller than they are by default, so he knows that this is.
Oh, and the army clashes now. Storms go out, the tanks get ripped, more storms go out. He's walking through his own storms, he does not care, he's going to wipe the whole army of Rook out, and Rook says GG's. And Daestra takes game number 2.
Damn. Yeah, I mean that economical lead, just too much in Destra's favor. Can't really put up with that when you're on much less bases on a much smaller economy.
Yeah, not to mention that the army composition of Rook doesn't really work against that kind of Protoss army. Unless he, of course, would have been doing like a lot of, you know, distractive drops or something like that to keep pushing the Protoss player behind, but that didn't really happen, and the third base was never scouted. Well, it was scouted, but, you know.
Yeah, that was scouted way too late. Okay, so... Oh my god, that casting tool is so broken all the time. Okay. Yeah, do we have already? Okay, we already have our next player, but I need to make sure that the casting tool is working because it's not working right now.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's dropping some errors. So yeah, that kind of
Yeah, it would
sucks.
seem that tool really breaks your shit. Like it crashed your PC on blue screen, right? Multiple times.
What the fuck?
At least that's what we assume, right?
Yeah, I just don't.
Because you streaming other stuff doesn't really do anything to your PC while this one crashes
Yeah, and
on blue screen.
it's usually that's okay, so yeah, the tool's just fucked right now. All right, I know what I'm just gonna do. Tell me. Okay, I mean I should hear when the game is starting up, but
Yeah, no invites so far.
there we go. There's an invite. Yeah, this is.
Oh, Vlad is the next player. I've seen that player before.
Yes, he's been
Seen
playing
him.
consistently in Europe so far.
Wasn't he the guy who got a crash and we had to remake? I believe it was him.
Yes, I think it was.
Well, let's just pray that it doesn't happen again, because it is annoying to have to wait due to all the technical difficulties. So.
All right.
I say that as at the same time as you're having technical difficulties.
Yeah, very much. All right, ready. Yeah, this is. I mean, I don't even know what the hell's going on with the casting tool. It's just dropping an error right now. But, uh, you know, a day without problems is a day without StarCraft, I guess.
All right, PvP now.
Such a fun game. I know that a lot of people do enjoy watching some PvP. Like,
Oh, you know, mirror matchups are always memey and fun. So.
well, I am hoping to see some cheese, make the game a lot more exciting here. In any way, starting off game number 3 in the top right, we have from Team Dairy, it is Daistra. Man, they and their day names. And in the bottom left, we have from Born Gosu, it is Vlad.
Vlad.
Vlad Mux. Alright, both players opening up the exact same way, so I'm guessing there's not going to be any cheese going on. At least not yet.
Well, yeah, not yet. The probe is on a. Is that a patrol?
I think that's a scout.
Was, not anymore.
No, I mean he's just using that as a he's just scouting that out. Yeah, I mean it's rallied across the map into the base of Daistra.
Yeah. Well,
oh no, it's on Vlad.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, Vlad is the yellow player and
yeah,
she's the green player.
No, I'm just because we had 2 previous pro russes and now it's PvP. That mirror matchups always end up with the a bit more of the confusion. But it looks like it's just scouting from both of these players, taking the default paths across the map, unless following Vlad's probe. Yeah, it's going across the center and it's going to the base of Daistra.
Yeah, Daistra's cybercore is a bit later, but yeah.
Don't you mean Vlad's? Wait, no. Yeah. I don't know. Oh wait, that's the gateway. That's the cybercore. There we go. Ah, freaking PvP. Yeah. It's like you don't even. It's like just bubbles of units warping in.
All right, so far we've been seeing some probe chases and some quality Protoss buildings.
Hmm. Yeah, and no expansion. Just going down for either of these. Looks like Vlad is aiming to expand now.
Right.
While Stargate coming out for Daestra.
Yeah, Daystra is looking for some memes. Can't find any yet. Doesn't go further than that. Oh, maybe he will. No, he just leaves the stalkers there. Well, meanwhile, the probe is chilling. Vlad has one stalker. He's going to move it a bit further. A sentry for Vlad as well. I assume he will use that to scout.
There we go.
Vlad faster with his expansion. Not by much, but... Yeah. So far we're seeing some stalkers on both sides. Stargate finishing up. Phoenix is being built, sent out. Not yet. Just moving back and forth on the minerals for Daestra. Meanwhile, it is an oracle for Vlad. Interesting. As we all know, oracles do lose against phoenixes. So far, similar builds except for the different units. Another oracle, and then... Oh no. Oh, it was changed into a phoenix just now. Vlad's oracle is near Daestra's base. Not doing anything yet.
Yeah, but
Now would
there's
be the
nothing
time
really
to send in the oracle
Yeah,
because
there's
the
there's
phoenixes
absolutely
were in his base.
nothing to hold this off. The stalkers are holding off the natural expansion, and there's just no vision. Like, so the moment he would see the oracle is the moment it would hit the mineral line, and there we go. It's
Yeah,
going
now
in.
the phoenixes will return to counter this, but it is going to take at least three
Three probes.
probes.
And in the meantime, Vlad has his stalkers on his mineral line.
Okay. Vlad opting for the phoenixes as well. Building up a forge.
Well, you know what they say in PvP: the person who has less phoenixes loses the game. So
Yeah, Daestra patrolling with his 4 Phoenix hit squad. The Fantastic Four. Gonna go lift some probes. Squish them out. 3 probes. What an even game so far.
very much, but let's see. No tech going out so far, and Immortal coming out for Vlad against just more phoenixes from Daestra.
Yeah, Daestra has 5, meanwhile Vlad has 3.
Yeah, and well, even though Immortals are powerful, they do not counter phoenixes.
Both players supply blocked at the same time. Uh,
Yeah, all right. So +1 is on the way for Vlad. No upgrades yet for Daestra going on. So it is going to be interesting to see how this upgrade plays out, but I believe these players are going to be sitting back and playing a really passive game so far, because all we've seen is a
Daestra,
bit of harass. So,
Daestra going again for the sneaky bases.
oh wow. Okay, so we see that we saw this done against Rook. Do you think Vlad thinks about this and he consciously
Possibly.
tries to look for any hidden bases?
Uh, the warp prism that is actually not a warp prism going on to scout. Not forcing a reaction. Not
Yeah,
quite.
Yeah, I don't know why would you be why would you be like, yeah, this is what I need. I need a warp prism to scout.
Well, it was hallucinated, so
Yeah,
maybe
yeah, I know.
wanted for some kind of reaction.
Yeah, but oh, there we go. More
Now the
phoenixes
Phoenix
going
hit
in.
squad is actually triple the size of Vlad. Oh, takes out 8 probes. Very nice. Very nice harass.
There, yeah, there are a few stalkers, but there's just very little anti-air.
Yeah.
5 stalkers there against the 7. Yeah,
Vlad
oh,
does
the
lose
8.
his Phoenixes, so we'll see if he decides to go for more. Probably not, as he is building his ground army.
Yeah, so Daestra is bringing out Void Rays already. So he's gonna be. Oh wow! Also, Daestra has a bunch of his probes already ready for a recall into the hidden base.
Yeah, he's like leading in the probe department right now, 14 up against Vlad's. So yeah.
And there we go, the recall on the probes going across the map to the hidden base. Fully
Yeah, some
saturated
next
instantly.
level plays.
And honestly, Vlad cannot really make that many plays right now, as the threat of the Phoenixes is just too much.
Yeah, it would seem that Daystra is opting for a sky build, as he has a fleet beacon, and he's now going for some void rays. Those 8 phoenixes really doing some work, taking out probes here and there, just hitting Vlad's base every now and then to do some damage. And it
So
does translate into the probe department, as Daystra is now reaching almost double the probes of Vlad.
yeah, at the same time, Vlad does have his proxy pylon here, but there's just nothing going on here. Like, he's dropping another pylon wide.
Okay,
Daestra,
so Vlad realizes this, and he's starting to move out. He's starting to look to do some damage with his, I guess, superior ground army. Um,
yeah, but
is
the
it enough to
problem,
deal with all those air units, though? I don't
no,
think so.
there's just not enough. There's the amount of Void Rays and Phoenixes is just too much. Daestra can lift most of the anti-air units, while at the same time the Void Rays can melt those Immortals.
It's too bad that Vlad didn't really scout for that hidden base. He could take it out easily, but he's opting to attack the natural just like Rook did. And we see the engagement, the first real fight of the game. Daestra's forces retreating back. And Vlad is actually going for the natural, not the third. Interesting. Some force fields on point.
Well,
So far,
if he beats this army, he wins the game. But there we go, the Phoenixes start lifting up, and there's not that
yeah,
many
the
anti-air
stalkers are
left.
being lifted up.
There's only 2
Immortals
stalkers
won't really
left
do
against
anything.
air. It's a bunch of zealots and immortals against the phoenixes and the void rays.
Well, 23 probes did go down in this exchange. However,
So
zealots cannot attack air units, and immortals cannot do so as well.
yeah, so this is gonna do some damage, but at the same time, the 23 probes going down evened out the score.
Well, Vlad already making his third. Um,
Yeah.
the probe count is actually now equal for both players, and it would seem that Daestra's army is just like 5 zealots and 10 air units, almost evenly split between void rays and phoenixes.
Yeah, but Vlad just does not have an army. All he has is a few zealots and an archon. And at the same time, he is just taking his third base, while just like the last game, Daestra has been on 3 bases for quite a long time now. Oh, a Dark Shrine coming out for Vlad.
It seems like Vlad is trying to grasp at something in order to gain some kind of edge, but I think the economic... I mean, right now it has been even out due to the wipeout of the naturals probes. And for some
Oh,
reason,
this is interesting.
Daestra is not remaking them.
There is no robotics for Daestra, so the Dark Templars could kill everything.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they won't kill the air units, obviously, but, you know.
Okay, so there is one observer for Daestra out, but there is no robo. So if he somehow loses that observer, he would be blind against the Dark Templars in his base.
Yeah, Vlad still not seeing that hidden base. It's really unfortunate for him. If he would know about it, he could have a much better chance at nicking this off. But yeah,
Yeah, he should. I mean, he
he's
could.
looking to do some Warp Prism plays though. He's gonna drop. Oh no, they're
That's
denied
no.
instantly.
That's just not what you. Oh, but there's a Dark Templar there. He sent in 2 Adepts and a Dark Templar.
Well, there is one managed to go through. However, the first Tempest going out, and we'll see how he deals with this. Zealots won't quite see those.
And
Oh,
he
he's going
goes for
to...
the Fleet Beacon.
Only 4 probes down.
Yeah, not much. But where is Daestra's Observer?
Daestra so far not choosing to attack with his army for some reason. He could have already been on Vlad's base.
Wait, he's trying to wall the Dark Templar in with the pylons.
He is panicking a bit, maybe, but yeah, so far.
Where is his observer? Where is his observer? That's the question. Yet, oh my god, he does not realize he has an observer. He's just now dropping down his robo. So this oh, the cannon is going down.
Yeah, but the cannon's gonna die.
Yeah, but more cannons, another cannon coming in.
Yeah, the other cannon will go down as well, yeah.
Yes, there's just no way. But, okay, so if he can technically, he could probably get the target before the Oracle comes out, but the Oracle is gonna get a ping on.
More Templars coming out, moving across the map. We're gonna try and do something.
But this distraction is really good for Vlad because he is slowly building up an army and building up an economy.
Yeah, well, he will need a lot of anti-air to counter those Tempest, Void Rays, and Phoenixes. And yeah. Oracles, mind you. 2 Oracles.
Yeah, the problem is that this is a full Skytoss army, so the amount of zealots he has means absolutely nothing in this situation.
Yeah, does he know though? Does Vlad understand what's going on? I mean, he has seen the Fleet Beacon, he has seen that Daestra is opting for some Sky build.
Yeah, but
he knows that there are some Oracles, even he has an Observer right there.
Yeah, but he has a third of his army supply in Zealots right now. Compared to, well, I mean...
he could use those Zealots, you know, he could drop them off if he knew about that fucking hidden base, however.
I mean, he could, yeah, he needs to get, just scout it out. Like, you see Vlad has a DT on the potential 4th base of Daestra. He has an Observer seeing if he goes for the other base. But...
Ooh, Vlad going for Blink. Maybe if he would have all those Zealots replaced by Stalkers, it would be closer, but right now it just looks like a ticking time bomb, because the more later we go into the game, the better the air build of the green Protoss player will be. So
yeah, and I mean,
the more effective it will be.
We're getting
look, this Daestra is going for every single air unit that Protoss can offer. He's going for a carrier right now.
All right, so there we go. Vlad sees the hidden base.
Finally.
Yeah, but damn, the amount. Okay, so Daestra is supply. Wait, no. Yeah, he's supply blocks. He can't. I mean, he can't warp in a carrier right now.
It would be good if you could warp in carriers. All right, the Zealots are finally seeing some use. I wanted to see that much earlier, but...
Well, he actually did that right after he saw that this base had been taken. But...
opting to go for the base instead of the probes, interesting.
Well, I mean, doesn't matter as much because about half the gas has been mined out of here. And at the same time, minerals, more than half of the minerals
mined out. Yeah, now we will see the clash of the main armies. Unless Vlad chooses to retreat right now.
Well, the amount of...
Okay, the Tempests go out. Temples will start sieging. Boom. Oh. Would you look at those Archon shields? Okay, Zealots moving across the map. Trying to find something. But now we're seeing a completely different story. Because right now, Daestra is on 3 bases while Vlad is on 4. Interesting.
Well, Daestra is still ahead in workers, and Vlad is a bit underwhelming for 3 full mining bases.
Yeah, Vlad is going to get capped on supply soon, but not yet.
And Daestra already had 200 supply, getting those, getting +2. Wait, Is that plus? Yeah, that's +3 air weapons and the mothership
What's
coming out.
mind-boggling to me is that while Daystra is going for an air build, he has like Phoenixes and Void Rays. Will those units do that much against an actual like good anti-air ground army? Um, I understand if you mass Tempest or Carriers. I mean, I don't think people mass Tempest anymore, but Carriers are, you know, they just destroy everything in their path.
Well,
But this kind of mixed army, especially with Phoenixes, it will be interesting to see how it does
yeah, but
against.
the amount of storms that Vlad has combined with the Archons means that the carriers would not be as effective as most of the interceptors would be going down pretty quick.
True, but I'm just, you know, I'm just wondering, like, if this air army will be strong enough. It doesn't seem that strong to me. As the
uh,
Void Rays are really good at, like, once they're, you know, prismatic alignment goes off, but otherwise it's not that strong, you know.
I think when you compare the entire army with the
Okay, Daystar
mothership,
finally gets a mothership.
it's just I don't think that the amount of zealots that Vlad has
Well,
to
Vlad is sending some of his zealots now. If I were him, I'd just send all my zealots into the suicide range and just get some anti-air.
yeah, because after Daeshra lost all of his ground army, he did not seem to be spending any more resources on the ground army. Sending a couple of oracles to scout out, slowly building up more and more carriers.
Interestingly, the income is similar for both players. How is that possible? Oh, and the Oracle is taking out 6 probes.
Yeah.
Trying to distract Vlad further.
Oh, but the
Snipers
zealots
being
knocking
locked
on
in.
the front door of Daestra.
Going to clear up the oracles. Daystar doesn't even see that. Finally, Vlad sends in the zealots to free up his supply so he can.
I think that was probably a poor choice of where to go because he just ended up bashing his head against the wall, just losing the
And
zealots. And the thing is,
to be
yes,
fair, he can't go into many positions. Like everything is pretty much defended. There's
yeah,
no like far
but
out bases.
well, yeah, but the amount of zealots he sent in, he could have just as well gone in on the mineral line of the natural, rather than just losing the zealots for completely free. Because yes, freeing up some supply is nice, but he's not even maxed out. What is he freeing up?
Well,
And
you know,
and
he's freeing up the supply so he can counter that Sky army. And at this point, Vlad knows how the army looks like, so hopefully he'll be ready.
I just don't think like this is Vlad's chance, you know, go for a base trade, but but Vlad's army just does not stand a chance against this Skytos army. The amount of carriers, tempests, void rays is just too much for the half against air army to deal with.
Okay, interesting. So now we're going to see a base trade, it seems, because Vlad is moving
Yeah.
on Daystra's bases, and Daystra is moving on Vlad's bases.
Yeah, and Vlad already losing a lot of probes before the Skytos army even hits, and just look at how fast this is clearing the army. While at the
Yeah,
same
but,
time,
you know, the interceptors are pretty good. The
eh,
Void Race focusing everything is good.
yeah, at the same time, Vlad's army clearing out the fourth base of Daestra, but the cannons slowly racking up kills against these units, getting some damage done. Vlad supply block
Both
can't
players
warp in
kill
any more
like
units.
one base at a time, but Daystra did take out the main and everything in it. Like it's empty now. There's nothing in the main anymore.
Yeah,
So this is a base trade situation. I wonder how this will pan out.
I think the moment Daestra decides to go back to his base to defend, if he
Daystra is trying to build pylons to drag this out, but Vlad is expanding on Daystra's base. Oh, okay. Now it seems Daystra decides to turn back, and that might be the correct choice. It is the correct choice, obviously, just to clear up the army of Vlad and win the game.
yeah, I mean, Vlad cannot, like, yes, Vlad doesn't have any more infrastructure left, plus the two Void Rays are still clearing out the buildings, so Daestra spread his army out around the map, and, yeah, Vlad has a lot of resources, but just nowhere to spend it with. While at the same time, Daestra does have his bunker hill.
Alright, and Daystra is starting to attack.
There are no observers in Vlad's army.
Sorry, the ground army of Vlad. Yeah, they're... All he can do is storm now.
Yeah.
Look at all those zealots. Look at those boys.
So yeah, so I mean, this game is over as there's just no detection left for Vlad, so he can't see the Skytoss army. He can storm it, but yeah, he tries to feed back the mothership just to try to get it down. But the mothership is still alive, and there's just nothing against air left. Daystra is everywhere on the map,
Yeah.
slowly burning everything away. This game is over.
Yeah, this game looked like some kind of
The probes going in on Vlad's Nexus.
uh, this game looked like some nightmarish PvP ladder game. Honestly, look what it turned out into. Like, uh,
Okay, so
this
Rook's
is a
not
base trade.
Vlad's not Rook. It's not Rook. Rook played previously. Vlad is not tapping out the BM, as you would say, waiting for
No,
Europe.
Vlad thinks his zealots can jump up at the sky.
There we go. Taps out.
GG's. Daystra
GG.
takes the game. Uh,
All right. Also, UI back online.
Prismatic Core online.
Yeah. Oof. This game was an interesting one. Very much very rarely you see this kind of a Skytoss play. Okay, so we're gonna have one of the Zerg favorites of Born Gosu going in now. Can you guess him?
Sorry, what?
We're gonna have one of the favorite Zerg players of Born Gosu going in next.
Quaterno.
Yes, boy. Well, yeah, I mean, you fucking see the chat. That's
Well, no, I just said it's like automatically. There's no question. You know.
very much. We'll have to see how Quaterno fares in this game. All right, BRB. Hey, and I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Hey,
No. Ooh, but Quaterno's gonna be going in. This should be a lot of fun.
Quaterno is going to show why you have to look for hidden bases against Protoss players, as many of them could be inspired by the legendary Florencio.
Well, I do think that Quaterno is the last player for Born Gosu.
Oh,
As
he is?
yeah, because he's just gonna win everything. Caster bias is a thing.
Nice May.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta give credit where credit is due. Like Quaterno is a really solid player.
Yeah, he has been performing really well, showing a strong command of the Zerg.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. So UI is working fine. That's all I care about. Just need to make sure that it doesn't crash my computer because it was actually not even opening and it was giving me an error that there's not enough resources to open. So I'm guessing it might be really heavily leaking.
Might be,
Hmm.
but
I solved the issue by just updating the information and closing the app. So, and since it transmits the information to a web file, then it's all fine. The moment you close it, everything's updated, and you don't really need to worry about it again. Hmm. Okay.
Ready, ready, ready as spaghetti.
All right. Game number 4. This should be fun as this is the first Masters game. Um. Okay. The game sound kind of bugged out on me, but anyway, this is the first Masters game. Game number 4. Born Gosu's currently behind 2-1.
Yeah, the Protoss player Daystra showed some sneaky moves by both of the games, just like putting his base in like random spots. Well, not really random, it's just further away.
Yeah, I mean he went for the corner base both games, so I really doubt that this is gonna work again. But getting into game number 4, in the bottom right, the first Masters player from Born Gosu, it is Quaterno. And in the top left, we have the Protoss player from Team Dairy, who is currently 2-0 going into this game. It is Daystra. All right, so this is gonna be an interesting game. Caserno, a really strong player, but Daystra showing some really good skills in his games.
Yeah, we'll see what Quaterno ups for in this game. What
Yeah.
kind of build will he do? What kind of build will Daystra do?
Well, I'm expecting a very standard game from Caterno. Doubt he's gonna go for something really extreme, as he knows what works, knows what doesn't. So he's just gonna be playing it
Yeah,
safe.
there's it's hard to do some kind of early aggression, considering that Toss can just in most of these maps just wall off like Daystra is doing right now. He's in the process of doing.
Yeah, very much. Also, big thanks to Caterno yesterday for helping with the cast for most of the games. It was a great fun, a lot of great games. Some might even say too many games. But Caterno is showing that he is not just a caster, he is also a player. And we'll have to see if he can take this back to a 2-2 score. And maybe even secure the day. Or
Yeah, Daystra's probe running around, looking, not really finding anything.
yeah, I mean he sees that this is nothing special. We are going to be seeing probably a few links coming out. Gonna probe at the poke at the wall a bit, but Daystra
Probe at the
already.
wall.
Well, there
uh,
is a probe at the wall. Oh wow. So okay, so Daystra was about to wall off. He sees the Overlord and he drops the cannon.
yeah, interesting. The cannon is a bit overkill, but I mean,
And he's leaving the probe,
I guess he wants to be really safe.
so he's leaving the probe in the wall. So I'm guessing he's just worrying about the early link pressure. And yeah, I mean he's not making anything out of this gateway to block off the wall. So he's gonna be waiting for that cyber core to finish to bring out a stalker, I guess.
Third base already going out for Quaterno. Some strong macro plays incoming. Yeah, leaving just one worker on the gas to maximize that mineral income.
Sending a few links across, but I mean he sees everything that's going on the wall, and basically sees the entire production of Daystra. Oh, and Daystra going for the Stargate, same as he's been going in the previous 2 games against a Terran and a Protoss.
Yeah. Creep spread already beginning.
Yeah,
Which just shows how Quaterno wields the Zerg power as well.
yes. You can also expect to see a lot of his overlords spreading out across the map to gain as much vision as he can. Already, Link's scouting for those hidden bases.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really easy as Zerg to scout for hidden bases. You can, you know, send 2 links to just run by every base, every possible base, and you will find it pretty quick if it's there, especially speedlings.
Okay, so yeah, Zealot in the wall. I don't think the Zealot's on hold position though, because the Zealot moved out of the way so the probe could pass.
No, the probe wasn't going for the minerals.
No, the probe was just on a direct path next to the
And
Nexus.
now, the first void ray of the game. Quaterno does see it because his overlord dies to the void ray. Queen's going out, spores in the mineral lines,
Yeah, and
ready for some air attacks.
yeah, I don't see this void ray doing too much. One queen on the natural, but Quaterno can easily move that queen back to the mineral line where there's a spore crawler, so should be fairly fine. There's also extra 3 queens spreading creep, so yeah. Plus, okay, so the prismatic alignment of the void rays is cool, but it doesn't deal extra damage to Zerglings, which he used it on, and it does not deal extra damage to the overlords that he finished using it on.
Quaterno trying to micro the links against the zealots. Interesting. The void ray does take out like a few overlords, so.
Yeah, it got a couple of overlords, but
the first carrier of the game though, the Istra showing quite a liking.
And
to
the
sky,
second
and
carrier.
the second carrier.
Wow.
Yeah, it's showing a liking to the air units of Protoss, showing how how dirty Protoss can get really. Not opting this game for a hidden base, as he does probably expect it to be, to basically be scouted by the links.
Yeah, he knows that Quaterno should probably be expecting that. Like, it worked 2 times, it's not gonna work again. So, but boy, the creep spread, the amount of creep tumors, the queens just continuously moving forward.
Yeah, there's quite a nice number of queens, 7, and they're spreading the creep. What can I say?
But let's see. Okay. Oh wow.
He's going to be making more. He's going to go for Hydras, obviously, as he is getting the upgrade for the Hydras.
I don't know if he saw the carriers, but the Hydras very nice. Like, Quaterno already is prepared to face off against the carriers.
Yeah, he's already prepared for some Skytoss bullshit, but the number of queens is nice. It will always work. Supported by Hydras, of course, as Hydras are a high DPS unit.
Yeah, and honestly, a couple of minutes more, and Quaterno's creep is gonna be on that 3rd base.
Need 4th base.
What do you mean 4th?
You're talking about the base, the 4th base of the Protoss, right?
Protoss has only 3 bases.
Yeah, the potential 4th.
No, I believe he's gonna go on the 3rd base right now. Like, the creep is like all of his units are moving towards that spot.
Yeah, but you were talking about the creep spread. Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, just carriers. A few zealots, more zealots.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Daestra, because the amount of anti-air that Quaterno has. Does
Quaterno really know about the carriers though? Because he's moving off creep with the queens. That's ballsy.
Yeah, but the queens and the Hydras should just melt those interceptors going in.
Yeah.
Oh, but the zealots.
Yeah, the zealots are supporting that. Interesting. So far, the Hydras are going down.
Yeah, but there are no more interceptors left for the carriers.
Yeah.
And all that's left is carriers without interceptors against all these queens and Hydras.
Yeah. Yeah, he is supporting. He's feeling confident. He's going off the creep.
I mean, he does not need creep in this situation.
Yeah, the creep does help to reinforce his army as the units do move really fast across.
Yeah, well, I mean, his creep is already almost on this base that he's taking, so...
Yeah, Psionic Storm finishing soon, but it...
how many High Templar does...
like,
oh, he has 4 High Templar, so we are going to be seeing some storms but Caterno spreading out his units a bit. A big lump of Hydras.
Taking out the Void Rays. High Templars are there. Try to storm it. Storm's going down. Second storm going down. Hydralisk, however, going on a flank, attacking from the back, and
Yeah.
Daystra tips out.
GG to Caterno, wielding like a really solid play by him. Just knew what was going on. I don't know how much he scouted, but he knew everything. He knew that the Daystra was going sky toss, built a bunch of Hydras and Queens, moved across the map completely uncontested, and just took the game.
Yeah. And it's interesting that Daystra still tried to go for a Sky Toss, even though he did it before and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't going to work in the third game. Third time, like, is a charm, you know.
Well, I think Daystra previously did not instantly go into Sky Toss, while
Well, he
now,
did build every single unit
yeah, but previously
of
he
this.
slowly transitioned into like this heavy air army, while now the thing he just went for was instant carriers. Like he
Yeah.
didn't have any like he did not have a ground army to back anything up. Like those few zealots helped a lot, but he just did not have as much units. And the moment those carriers ran out of interceptors, that's it. That's dead supply. That's dead resources that you can't use anymore.
Yeah, very true.
Well, we are going to be waiting on to see who the next player for Team Dairy is. Yeah. We'll see how their first Masters player performs. I do not know their previous scores, so I don't know like if maybe the first games they play are the games that they win.
1 second.
All right. All right. So while we're waiting, let's check out how previously the Team Dairy performed. Okay, so it looks like at least last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm guessing they had a bye last week. Team Dairy got all of their wins from Daystra. Any other players did not get any wins in. So might be that they are really relying on their diamond players, but might be lacking in the masters department.
Okay. Let's do this.
Well, still waiting to do this. Yeah, we're waiting for the next map, but like there's not even the next player. And yeah, like don't know if you heard, but like I was checking the previous scores, and it looks like Daystra was their basically winning player. At least like the one who's getting most of the map wins.
Oh well, he was diamond, and so the next player will be masters, right?
Yes, but it might be that their masters may be lacking a bit. We'll have to see. Next map is Kerosene Rift. All right, and the next player is gonna be Strayed. All right, don't know what race Strayed is gonna be playing at. Would be interesting to see a ZVZ. But so far a very well, actually not so varied from the Team Dairy here. Uh, so far they've only been sending in Protoss players.
Yeah, I did have that thought that they have like a lot of Protoss players, but it's
Oh, two out of four so far. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what Strayed plays.
everyone's ready.
Oh, that's okay. Okay.
Yeah, it would seem Straight is turn.
No, I think
Strade.
well, you are Terran the moment you join a lobby, I think. Oh,
Yeah, but didn't he say he's ready? Yeah, he said he's ready.
oh,
So I assume.
I got the lobby invite last. That's what you were saying. Everyone's ready, but I was like still not in the lobby.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna be seeing a TVZ between these two Masters players. Very excited to see what goes down.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, Quaterno does display a nice, nice gameplay.
I mean, it's not just Zerg. Crotono understands the game. He does not need to necessarily see what's going on. He he either instinctively knows, and he just knows how to read the situation that's happening.
Yeah,
Anyway,
he has foreseen.
all right, going into game number 5, the first Master v Masters game. In the bottom right, we have from Team Diary, it is Strayed. And in the top left, from Born Gosu, it is Quaterno. Alright, so we see a GLHF coming out from Quaterno, but no response from the Terran player. Now, some people might not say that means a lot, but this is a big game. It means that Quaterno is already getting under straight skin. Alright, so Quaterno expand hatch first. Doubt he's gonna be going for something really crazy. Like he played it
No,
really safe
he's
last game. Just managed his creep, managed his units, managed his queens, and just won by sheer numbers and a really nice counter.
yeah, he seems to be confident in his macro play. He doesn't seem to be going for some cheesy stuff most of the times. We do see a SCV scout from Strayed. Sees the expansion, goes back.
Yeah, and that's all he chooses to see. He doesn't even go into the main to see what's going on.
I suppose he
Well, there is no real need. I mean,
yeah, he doesn't really, there's nothing at this point that can happen because the spawning pool isn't even finished yet, so the only thing he could see is like 2 gases or something, or like no gases or some crazy stuff.
oh, this map got fixed. There used to be a pylon next to the Terran player's ramp, or I think it was 2 pylons. Now there is no more pylons there. So I'm guessing the concern about the map were heard. But so far
4 links, very standard. Oh,
okay.
actually no, 6 links.
Yeah. Well, it is looking like a 1-1-1 opener from the Terran player.
Overlord goes in to have a peep.
Nope. Yeah, doesn't go in too deep, but there's not that much to see. We're gonna be seeing a couple of Hellions going in to support that Reaper. Try to get some harass done.
Yeah. Queen is moving.
Yeah, the Queen helping the drone get to the 3rd base.
Yeah, very preemptive there.
Oh,
He
and
knows that the Reaper can't deny that 3rd.
but the Reaper goes into the main, and the Queen just spawning. So, oh, very nice save by Coterno. Last second turns the drone into a spore crawler.
Oh, he cancels it. I thought he would go through, since a spore, is always nice to have in your base in case something happens. But this is high-level play.
Yeah.
Every little bit counts. So.
Yeah, I mean, you do want those extra resources, and you do want those
you
extra
could make
resources.
the argument that losing like what is it, 43 minerals.
Well, it's not just
not
the resources from the spore crawler or the drone. It's also the extra mining time that you get. So these high level players, they do know more about where you need to be spending resources. Obviously, at this point, Caserno, has a bit over 100 of each resource, so it's not like that can make that much of a difference. But you do want to be as efficient as you can be. There we go. Now is the time for spore crawlers. Yeah,
Yeah,
gets them on
this two
all of his
builds is interesting.
bases. Yeah, because at the end, he knows he does not need it at that time because Terran's harass with air is gonna be a lot later than Protoss or well, yeah, than Protoss. Zerg's air
Yeah,
harass
true.
is even later.
Yeah. Lings
Lings,
poking in the main, in the natural,
yeah, getting 3
getting
SCVs.
roasted. But yeah, 3 SCVs is all right.
I mean, it's 3 SCVs. There's 4 SCVs and a mule AFK. So a lot more damage done with that. I mean, the like it's micro advantages that like this that can really change the game because
Interesting, a Raven flying to the main of Quaterno.
well he
It's
is
going to drop a turret.
yeah Ravens are some
Quinn
free
knows
harass.
about this. He has foreseen this.
Okay, so he is forced to drop his turret in not the most favorable way point, but
Yeah, but the
gets a
turret.
queen.
Oh, the turret gets a queen.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Raven turrets are just free energy you can spend, so getting a queen is really good in this situation.
Yeah, losing that queen is annoying. He'd rather have lost a drone than a queen, but hey. Cannot perfect everything.
Oh, the links around on the Hellions. Very nicely done by Paterno. Strayed looking away for a second, gets his Hellions caught. And at the
Yeah.
same time, Quaterno spreading his creep. Looks like he's spreading his creep to the right of the map and is going to be going down from there.
Yeah, it's rare that we see some ravens, although this raven will get wrecked by the queens. Was moving straight through the path of the 3 queens. It's almost as if Quaterno has foreseen this. But another raven, I mean the original raven, going for once again a turret drop.
Yeah, we'll see. Quaterno should save this queen.
He's going to get another queen. That is annoying.
Oh, wow, yeah, moves the queen away too late. Gets a
And a
drone as
drone.
well. Wow.
200 minerals worth of damage. That is alright.
Yeah, considering the Raven... Wait, the Raven has 4 kills, which means that the Raven has gotten 2 queens and 2 drones. So the Raven really paying for itself here.
So we will be seeing mech this game. We don't see that often.
Ooh, Thors. Interesting choice.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen mech in a tournament.
Well, Balmec is quite common, and though it is an interesting choice to be going
The
for those
tanks
Thors.
blasting at their own SCVs. Lings get cleaned up, but the SCVs do get wiped out of the third. Only 3 though.
Yeah,
Nothing
but
too serious.
if you look at the worker count, Quaterno is ahead by 20 workers right now.
Yeah.
So he's slowly chipping away at the SCVs, and that is widening the gap quite a lot. Thor's coming out, but Thor's not as effective against those lings as
Will we be
Quaterno keeps
seeing
sending.
Thor drops though? Do you think so?
Do we have? Yeah, definitely.
I knew it. This is the 2 medevacs hovering over was just too much. Um, I believe there was another turret drop. What was that? Or did that Raven die?
I think the
Didn't
Raven.
quite catch that.
I think the Raven might have died because yeah, the Spore Crawler in the base has a kill.
Some safety roaches to defend, and he does see the Thors just moving. They will be speeding up to
Yeah,
go
he's
ahead
going
and
for
try
the
to do
main.
some damage.
I mean, there's the
Yeah,
Overlords just provide full vision. He can't escape that.
yeah. We'll see how this drop performs. Oh, this is a tricky situation. There's some spines. There's spores. It's always
Doesn't
nice
really
to have
get.
those static defenses against Terran in order to defend.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, his Protoss as
doesn't
well.
really get anything done with those Thors. Like gets I think he got a queen and a couple of roaches, but that's kind of it.
Yeah, it is quite interesting to see this because you don't see it often, and Thor drops are always hype. But yeah, he didn't really do much. We did see the pre-igniter going off. Uh, Smart servos. What is that upgrade, Caesar? I've not heard about it.
It decreases the
Is it?
time it takes for Hellions to morph.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Well, also
Thank you.
for Thors as well, I think. I don't know.
Okay, okay.
I don't know if it impacts Thors, but it just increases the.
Because I don't remember seeing this upgrade before.
Well,
Is this new?
no,
Okay.
it's very very old.
Okay, okay.
All right,
I guess I haven't been playing enough of the other races.
all right. So
I should do it.
Quaterno going through for a two-prong attack, slowly moving across the map from both sides. But the defenses of Strayed pretty good. He has quite a lot of tanks at the home.
Yeah, a Liberator to defend against the funnel through that gap there. Another one. Rocks still there. Really good positioning of the Liberators. Tanks are sieged as well. It's going to be hard to break that.
Yeah, well, we already see a Greater Spire coming on, so he knows that this is gonna... So that this is mech play, and that he should
but
be...
the Thors get dropped now that... Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but the
Thor's blasting away at the Spore, trying to... And in there, 2 drones going down. Only 2 drones and a Spore and a Spine Crawler.
And the Queen.
Not that much. Yeah,
I mean, it's some damage, but I don't think the Thors are on the high impact mode. Because they did not do that much damage to the Overlords. I believe that if the Thors had were in high impact mode, they would have just killed a couple of Overlords as well. Oh
we are
wow!
seeing the,
oh
yeah.
wow! No, this play, Jesus Christ! He
We are
gets
seeing
the
the
Medivacs
Vipers.
and the Thors.
Yeah. This is high-level play. You have to know exactly what you're doing to just, you know, casually go with the parasitic bombs like that.
Alright, well that's a very small force from Quaterno going in. Gets a tank, but just loses most of his units.
Yeah.
Not really worth going in, but Quaterno might have been just trying to free up some supply because he's already maxed out. Alright, let's see. Where is the army of Quaterno? Quaterno's not even keeping his army in one place. He's very spread out with it. He has some units in one place, some units in another. Corruptors coming out, so we are going to be seeing some Broodlords here. And Quaterno already on 5 bases, while behind that Straight is only on 3.
It's amazing.
Yeah, he has the entire top half of the map under his control. And he would see if Strayed was going for a 4th. That's exactly where all of his units are positioned. He has either choice for a 4th base, all with units covered with units. There we go. Strayed going for a 4th base now. Command center. Wait, command center only going to be built now. Or is it flying? No, it's flying across, but it was built in the main, so it's taking the longest flight time it could. Hydra destroys one of the missile turrets being built. On the other side, Hellbat's clearing off those roaches and Hydras.
Okay.
Yeah, tank sieging up, so this base is gonna be going down for Strayed.
Denying the gas, yeah.
Yeah, he denied the missile turret, denies the gas. It's small stuff, but the amount of
so far has been the small stuff that's been adding up, but yeah, we'll see what happens. There hasn't been any real engagement so far, just been some back and forth.
Yeah, Quaterno never sent like a big army into one place, and Strayed also just going for some harass. But Quaterno going on with the Corruptors and Broodlords, so he's gonna try to get those as close as he can, turn more Corruptors into Broodlords, and go in on this mech army that well, there is quite a lot of ants here as well to support the tanks, so it should be an interesting engagement. Ooh, 7 drones going down while running away from the...
Jesus Christ.
From one of the bases. I don't even know which one exactly it was, but yeah, that was a nice roast. And actually that was straight ahead in workers.
Yeah, some Hellions doing run-bys. The Blue Flame really roasting those drones. Yeah. 8 drones lost due to the Hellions. annoying, but nothing too insane.
Yeah, well, looking at the upgrades, Strayed does have 2-2 on his mech army, while at the same time Quaterno has +2 ground range, 3 ground armor, and 1-1 air. Damn, that's a lot of upgrades, and he's
Some
already
more roaches
and
being sent out.
yeah, Quaterno getting his all of his upgrades down at the same time.
Yeah, the one roach burrowed, but I think it is noticed by the possibly. I'm not quite sure. We were asking this question the last game about the sensor tower. Um, but it only reveals the movement, right? So they can't see the roach.
I don't think sensor towers see just like units that you could not normally see.
3 drones going down again.
Yeah, but Quaterno is maxed out, and he does have a lot of minerals banked up here.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more brood lords slowly adding up. So far, the roaches are always poking at the, I believe, fifth potential base of a Terran player's trade. But yeah, so far nothing happening, but it would seem that Quaterno is finally making the move.
Yep.
There is anti-air, as I suppose the corruptors do want to piss on the planetary. Not quite happening yet.
Yeah, but I mean, Strayed very comfortable with this turtle mech play here.
Yeah, but the tanks are going to start blasting at their own stuff now.
Yeah, but ooh, the Thors need to focus fire those broodlords, and they are focus firing them. But at the same time, tanks blasting away at the Thors. He's morphing broodlords right on top of the Terran army. All right, the Terran not moving his Vikings into position to deal with the
yeah,
to
now
deal
he's
with the air.
moving them, but
there's just not enough Vikings here.
Now. Yeah.
He lost all his Thors that were part of his anti-air, and now all he has left are these Vikings against the amount of broodlords, vipers, and corruptors that Quaterno has, and at the same time, Nida's going out in the main of Strayed.
Yeah, does he know about it?
Well,
roaches are trickling in. How is he going to deal with this? Only 2 so far, though.
Well, he is dealing with.
He's trying to fix the base with the SCVs, but it's just not enough. Parasitic bombs going off on the Vikings. They are landing now, at least the one with the parasitic bomb.
Yeah, but this is looking like a very strong position for Quaterno here. He's destroying the main base of Strayed, getting all the add-ons on the buildings. Really good to decrease the production value of the army.
Has a response for this. It's just not enough to have some. Yeah, GG.
GG. Quaterno takes game number 5.
Quaterno just has to be stopped before that late game phase happens, as the Terran could not really deal with it at all.
Yeah, I think a very big part was Strayed losing all of his Thors, while the Vikings were just idly sitting, not really doing anything. It does add up when you are sending half of your forces in to deal with that. Also, he should have probably unsieged his tanks. It's like there was
the tanks were blasting a lot of stuff, and it doesn't really cost the Zerg anything, shoot out broodlings. So, yikes.
Yeah, and you're doing more damage to your own units because there was just no ground army of Quaterno for your tanks to need to be sieged up.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna be seeing who the next player is. And next, also last, for Team Dairy. Yeah, teams are taking their sweet time, getting their last players in. But yeah, so far, even though they're at the bottom of the EU ladder, well, yeah, EU scoreboard, they're still a really strong team. I mean, they've been showing some pretty strong games here. But
Yeah, yeah.
so far it's just well, Quaterno is stopping them because both the Protoss Daystra that got them 2 wins got stopped by Quaterno. Then their Masters 3 player as well.
Yeah, Daystar was looking pretty strong, but that kind of carrier thing will not work against Quaterno.
Yeah,
He's ready for that.
I think that was kind of just a bad choice to go instantly into air. Like I don't think that's that effective as a strategy against someone who you should be expecting they know what you're going to be doing, rather than
Yeah,
random ladder people who are most likely going to be following a random build. They're going to go in with a heavy Ling Bane army, and you're going to surprise them with carriers because you thought you
yeah.
denied all the scouting.
It's a bit silly to do it in a tournament. I mean, he if he had done it like a transition, maybe again, that was against Protoss that he did it, and not against Zerg.
Yeah, but against Protoss, Daestra did transition into a heavy air army. He had a ground army previously that he ended up losing bit by bit, and spent all of his supply into air.
Well, it was more like he, if I remember correctly, he did have quite a number of phoenixes that were just poking around, and then had a bit of a
Well, yeah,
stalker
yeah,
slash
because
1 to 2 immortal
yeah,
kind of
because
a
in
setup.
PvP, if you secure air, you can really be expecting to win a game. But yeah, so Destra went down. Quaterno took down Daestra, but Strayed also going down uh, in the matchup. So it is interesting to see who the last player is gonna be. Yeah, okay, so apparently still not getting into the game. Hmm, I wonder what's going on. As yeah, we're still not getting any confirmation on the last player for Team Dairy. Is there a word in French like that?
Um, I don't know.
Because one of the things
Maybe.
I found when I was looking for their team logo was some kind of team that was French. So I was assuming that it might be French, but it also sounds kind of Celtic. So really hard to say.
I mean,
Actually,
I know some French, but I
but you
don't
don't know
believe
all the French.
it means something specific. Really, it could be just some kind of meme. I don't know. Could just be a weird way of saying dairy.
All right. Well, while we are still, oh, okay. AC Infer. Oh, okay, that's a name.
Why is it that player or that player?
On Triton. Triton's the
Oh,
map.
on. Okay, sorry, sorry. I'm yeah.
Not. I mean,
I can't
it's
read.
all right.
Obviously, Trident is the map. Actually, yeah, I should become familiar with the new maps.
Well, these are not new maps. These are Nidus maps.
Oh, well, that's awkward.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Nidus.
no, but overall, I mean, like, it doesn't, it doesn't change the fact because there are new maps
Well, it is a bit harder to
since we played
yeah, yeah,
last time.
it is a bit harder to get used to the maps when there's, not so much pro gaming going on right now.
Oh yeah.
All right, so looks like it's going to be a Terran player.
ZVT again then.
Brings back some old memories, doesn't it?
Well, this player does have a bit of an MMR advantage over Quaterno, but We'll see what happens. Could be an interesting set of games here.
Well, we have seen Quaterno beat players who are borderline GM
Hmm.
previously, so
True, true.
all right, guys, we are getting into game number 6 between Born Gosu and Team Dairy. This game is going to be on Triton, a nice winter map to shake things up. Getting into game number 6, the last player from Team Dairy, it is AC Infer. And in the top left, we have Born Gosu's Quaterno.
ACINFR. You could have said it like that.
We're just gonna call him AC.
Air conditioning. Brought to you by Caesar BG.
Air conditioning in France.
No, but maybe it's like they something like I don't know. Sounds Scottish or something. I don't know.
I really don't know. Like it doesn't sound like anything. I'm guessing the AC stands for something, and Infer
No, I mean
is
the team name, the Dairy or something. I don't
oh
know.
oh yeah, yeah, most likely. Most likely it does mean something. Like, teams do not go with like completely random words that mean nothing. Except for Born Gosu, that's just random letters.
Yeah, that's just taking being born and applying it to the player Gosu, obviously the League of Legends player.
Well, to be honest, Gosu does mean skilled.
No, it's isn't it that game? Oh no, that's Osu.
Yeah, that's
Haha.
Osu.
Go Osu.
All right, so we're seeing the exact same opener from Quaterno. Only 2 drones in gas though. Oh, there we go. There's the third one. So yeah, AC is gonna go for a full scout of the base, compared to his previous teammate who just saw that the expansion was going down and did not scout any further. I mean, even if you're expecting a very standard opener, you want to see everything that's going on in your opponent's base. And we can see like this player is very very high in the MMR, so he knows that all that information matters.
Yeah, he's patrolling his pro SCV boy on the potential third, I suppose.
Yeah, so he is gonna try to delay the third
Yeah, the
expansion.
third is about to come now, but Quaterna once again has foreseen
Oh yeah, he
and
knows, but
goes on to kill.
we'll have to see if he sends a drone to the other base. But there is a Reaper there, so yeah, the Queen already waiting for a Reaper to come in, and there we go. The drone is going to that side, but the Reaper is already there.
Yeah, but the drone has some friends. He has some friendly Zerglings.
Oh, the Reaper a bit
The Reaper is
ooh.
yeah, is dead.
Yeah, the Reaper is a bit dead. Not much to say about that. Very same opener from the Terran player as previously. Going for a 1-1, getting a couple of Hellions in, so we can expect those Hellions to try to go in and get some of those drone kills. But Caserno already extra queens, extra crispy, spreading that creep.
Spread that creep. No, no, no. All right. Moving some of his links to scout some random stuff that might be happening.
Hmm. Very
As we have seen, these players do like to do some random memes like the faraway expansions.
Yeah, but I think you know it is good to scout that out, but it's such a big it's such a big risk to try to expand really far in if it gets scouted.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, the previous player Destra did pull it off 2 games in a row. So Yeah.
Yes, well, so far, Concerno, very nice sparing his creep already. Nothing happening too much from AC's side. Walling
That
off
is
is natural.
really the difference between these leagues, you know, between the skill levels of these players. You know, the higher the skill, the more uh, ready the player will be for anything, and the more he will be assuming, you know, that the enemy might be doing.
Yeah, and there we go. We have a Liberator going out, gonna siege up on the main, but the I mean the main already has a Spore waiting for that Liberator.
And some queens.
And some queens. It's yeah. So I doubt the Liberator is gonna take down the Overlord because it takes like half an hour for a Liberator to kill an Overlord.
Yeah.
And wow,
The Liberators aren't known for their
and you see this. Coturno pulls the first Overlord away, and he sends the other Overlord into the exact same position.
Yeah, it's just small things like these that make the difference between, you know, a Masters and a GM or stuff like that.
Yeah, but oh, there we go. A bunch of Hellions going in, gonna be going towards that third base, which has a couple of queens and some lings. So if Coturno can get a nice round on these Hellions, he should be able to get them.
Well, a lot of the Hellions. Oh, here we go. They will roast the Lynx quite fast, but you know the Queens. Maybe he does morph some into Hellbats. Interestingly.
Yeah, and that helps out quite a lot with the lings that are
Yeah,
surrounding
but
him.
both of them going down now. Other Lynx reinforcing.
Yeah, and a few nice
No
transfuses from
drones go down. However, Yamato Cannon finishing, so does that mean that we will see battle cruisers?
we well, we are definitely seeing a battle cruiser, but the thing is, Coturno has had a lot of practice against battle cruisers.
Yeah, true. A lot of queens will help against that as well.
All right, a macro hatch going down for Coturno on the main, building up a lot more drones as well.
Will we be seeing more than one battle cruiser? That's the question I'm wondering about.
Well, he's not building another one, but he's if he no, he's spending his gas, so he's not gonna be going for another battle cruiser just yet. It's gonna be a Raven. There we go. Battle cruiser jumps behind the main, right into the Spore Crawler. All right, starts
picking off drones.
Yeah. Oh, and the Yamato on the Queen gets a Queen as well.
Interesting choice to Yamato the Queen and not the Spore.
I don't think you can kill the Spore. The Queen's Yamato does not do as much damage as it used to, and I think it would not kill the Spore Crawler if you Yamato that.
Yeah, probably true.
Plus, it's a lot easier to dodge the Spore Crawler than it is to dodge the Queens.
I see your point. Yeah, 13 drones die, so.
Yeah, 13 drones. That's quite a lot, and the Queen. And at the end, yeah, at the end, AC lost nothing with that.
Yeah.
And another Overlord gonna be going down. So the battle cruiser with 17 kills already. Wait. What? AC is attacking his supply depot in his main. There we go. Finally stops doing that.
Yeah.
Interesting choice.
One link being surrounded by the merciless SCVs. We're not seeing as much creep spread this game, but however, he is picking it up now.
Yeah, and
he did have to deal with the battle cruiser.
Yeah, and the Lingbane army moving across the map, gonna be going in on this third base.
Yeah, he wants to also take some.
And only Marines here to defend. They're not gonna be so good against these Lings with the surround they got. Oh, and the Banelings rolling in, clearing out those Marines. We'll see how many SCVs he can get. Oh my god.
13 SCVs. They all walked into the Banelings.
Yeah, gets the mules as well. Wow. And more SCVs going in. He's just gonna get more SCVs.
Yeah, he's gonna get 18, 19 SCVs. With a bunch of Lings and Banes.
Oh, but the jump on the third. Instantly counter-attacking. Wow, this is one hell of a game.
Yeah.
And Coturno is primarily building Lings, so he... Oh, there we go. There's the Corruptors, though.
Yeah, Corruptors should deal with this.
and he does not have a jump to help that battlecruiser escape, so it is going to be going down.
Yeah.
The overseer body blocking, hoping that the battlecruiser. Yep, there we go. The battlecruiser's attack switches back and forth. So the Corruptor should chase this battlecruiser down, and it's going to be quite a big hit. But at the same time, AC did get 9 drones. In the meantime,
Lings
Paterno's
continuing
Lings.
to clear out a lot of the fourth bases. Sorry, the third bases stuff.
Yeah. Well, this is a much nicer position for AC to be in, up against the wall. Does not get
Is it a
surrounded.
nice position to be in overall? I don't think so.
No,
As Paterno does have 4 bases and is now starting to spread more creep, get more late game tech and stuff. So
yeah, and at the same time, AC is primarily on Marines, so I don't know how Marines fare against the Banelings, but from personal experience, not so well.
yeah.
He
and we are seeing a clash. He is running for his life. There are, however, Widow Mines. Oh, nice hit. Not gonna take it down quite a lot.
Oh,
He
there
did
we go.
split them nicely. That was a nice split.
Yeah, there we go.
All Marines go down. Going down, third base being lifted again, and we have Corruptors.
Yeah, and also there's no army left for AC here. Like, so the Corruptors are gonna focus down this this command center now.
Yeah.
While in the meantime, Lings killing more SCVs, more units.
Yeah, those Lings are 2-1, so they are beefier than usual.
All right, so there is there is a single tank guarding the natural and a couple of Widow Mines, but there's not that much left for AC here to hold against the sling pressure. If he busts with the Banelings through the supply depot wall, he can just get everything.
Yeah, this game is a nice showcase on how to deal with potential battle cruiser attacks. As Zerg, of course.
Yeah, well, I mean, we already knew that Coterno is very much used to this. He knows what signs to look for when the turn is going for battle cruisers. So he already had corruptors ready when the second battle cruisers jumped in. And so far, it's looking like a very strong army for Coterno. There's just AC is moving out on the third, trying to get those corruptors, but the amount of links there is just too much for that small force. Coterno is, of course, choosing not to go into the natural because he knows the Widow Mines, he knows the tank. It's a very hard ramp to take. Okay,
yeah, so until he gets Broodlords, it is pretty hard. However,
a drop going out for AC. But Coterno saw that with the link that he has. Coterno has full vision around AC's base.
The other upgrade and goes for a Greater Spire instead, so...
Yeah, he realized that he needs the Broodlords.
To try to poke. Maybe he is.
Okay, so... A drop in the main drops 4 Marines, leaves them to die.
4 Marines aren't gonna do much.
Tries to drop on the 5th base, has to retreat again because Coterno sees everything. He knows that there are units, that the drop is there. He follows the drop fully. Banelings rolling in on the Marines, just dropping in.
Oh.
Oh, the
just to place some Widow Mines in the main path.
Weird choice to use a tank to kill changelings when the changelings are on your lower depots.
10 seconds left for Broodlords. We are going to see a push soon. He's just waiting for the Greater Spire to finish and just
he's
out the siege.
Yeah, he can very easily even siege up the main base and get rid of all the production because there's just not there's no good way for AC to deal with those Broodlords now.
Oh, 25 SCVs being sent to this third base. This very late third base.
Well, yeah, I mean, his third base really got denied, and he has a lot of workers, but he just does not have any mineral patches left. His main is almost mined out, his natural almost mined out, and now he has to put all of his SCVs on a single base.
Yeah, the Zerg is going to start dishing out the spanking now.
Yeah, but there we go. Broodlord's sieging up the main base. Going for the production.
All that the Terran player has is Marine Medivacs. It's not going to do much.
Yeah,
Half of
Marines.
the Marines are even split, so
Well, the Marines
even
are
even
trying
then.
to go for the Broodlords because they can't really get them from the main base. But
Yeah, but the Brulors have ultimate siege range, so it's not gonna do much.
yeah, and there's plenty of links
Tanks
to
are
defend the
firing.
back door.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah, he's abandoning his main base, so it's. I mean, he's forfeiting the game. Like he's sending his units on a last-ditch effort attack, but while that is happening, the Ling's picking off the tanks to them back, and all that's left are Marines for AC, while
Yeah,
his
adrenal
base is
glands
being burned
almost
down.
finishing. Adrenal glands completed. Wow, that Baneling took a lot of Marines out.
Yeah, but at the same time, the Broodlord is clearing out the main base.
Would seem that this is over. I mean, it was over like a few minutes ago once we saw the
It,
very vastly different supply numbers.
you know
The
when it
fact
was,
that
you know when it was over? 15 minutes
don't
and
say
13 seconds ago.
it. You fucking said it, you bastard. GG's.
No, it was just a G. All right, Caserno takes game number 6 and takes the series for Born Gosu 4-2. GG's to Team Derry. Put on quite a good fight here, but yeah, Quaterno is really unstoppable in Nidus this season. Just
Yeah, the all-star player Quaterno. Congratulations, my
yeah,
dude.
yeah, and the thing is, he's not even the final ace player for the team. He is he's the first Masters, and we don't even see the last player. We don't
Yeah,
even know who the last player would have
yeah, we
been.
don't even know who they are. They are like a mystery. They only get pulled out when some real shit starts happening.
Yeah. Well, in any case, great games from both of these teams. GG to Born Gosu taking the series. Moving on to being 4-0 so far this season in Nida CU. Um, I'd like to thank you all for watching. This has been me, Caesar, and with me I have Snake. I have snakes in my boot.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Um,
Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching.
yeah,
Have
be
a
sure.
great evening or day or whatever it is in your country. And we'll
Yeah,
see you next time.
we will. And guys, be sure to follow. I'm casting more and more of these tournaments. Might even be looking into getting into casting some other team tournaments because some teams do sometimes look for casters. Be sure to check out Snake Halash channel. He did start streaming some StarCraft. He sucks.
Yeah,
He sucks a lot, and
I
you
said
probably won't learn anything by watching that, but you'll get a good laugh.
no, you will learn what not to do. And you will see me climbing the ladder. Um, but yeah,
All right. Thank
it's
you
been
all for
fun.
watching. Um, See you later, alligator.